What's up, guys? This is Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lantern, bringing you guys the transactions video for Week 5 of the NCL. This is all the transactions that were made during Week 5 that are active for Week 6. This is going to be a pretty short one because there's only 2 to go through, unlike Week 4, I believe, where there were a lot. Or Week 3, maybe, I can't remember. But anyways, let's sort of hop right into the description. Uh, Transactions must be completed by the end of week 8, so we're past the halfway point of the transactions videos. Each coach is only allowed 3 free agent transactions and an unlimited amount of trades. There are no trades this week, only free agents. And you may not see videos for this every week because it relies on people making transactions. I think it's more likely in week 6 that you're not going to see a video for this, and potentially at the trade deadline, you'll see one for sure. Even just sort of recapping all the transactions for the season. But yeah, it's starting to slow down transactions wise. Anyways, let's get right into things here. So the first transaction is made by Cade and the Crappy Dabbies, dropping Excadrill for Scizor. So ends up dropping his Steel type for another Steel type, 4 times weakness to Fire, which I don't know if that's a huge deal on his team. Let me actually just check out the doc because I completely forgot to open that before I started filming. Gives him some momentum with U-turns, some priority with Bullet Punch, which I think will help out a little bit. He was trying to shop the Scissor for Celesteela this week, but Nacho ended up not dropping Celesteela. It's nice. His team's not super weak to fire, but it's nice to have. Um, it's not nice to necessarily have the fire weakness, but again, his team isn't super weak to fire. Excadrill was a neutrality to ice, which he still has a relative issue with, kind of. No, never mind, not really. He's covered up the ice weakness for Mega Sceptile pretty well. Scizor can function pretty well on this team, I think. It's really good momentum with the Tapu Koko. I think it's a good Volt Turn core. Excadrill, Sand felt weird, and Sand actually doesn't really have a great matchup pretty much ever anyways, so I think this is a good drop. Leaves him with 1 transaction remaining, which he is then going to use on dropping Gigalith for pouring on 2. So, yeah, this is kind of neat. P2 gives him some more bulk. Gigalith is a fat rock. Uh, that's all there is really to say. Um, it was a rocker for him, same with Excadrill, so he actually only has Palisand as a stealth rocker now on his squad, which is fine. I think P2 gives him a bulky normal. His team's actually pretty weak to fighting still. I mean, it was weak to fighting before. I don't know if it's changed necessarily that much. Still got the Mismagius as an immunity, Halucha, Coco, and Delphox as resists, and Palisand as immunity. So he kind of covers up the fighting as well there. That's going to be it for me and the transactions this week. I think these drops are big. I don't know how well Cade's going to be able to use these. He's used P2 in the past, and I don't know if I've seen him use Scissor in the past, but P2 for sure. I believe he had P2 last season, actually. Um, he either had Snorlax and dropped it for P2 or had P2 and dropped it for Snorlax. So there you go. That's going to be it for me, and I will catch you guys for the next episode.